This vacuum is what we swans actually look like by coincidence in sweeping. Like so, the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this vacuum in 3, 2, 1.
Strength is so much freaking more than it seems like on paper.
Really?
Strength is this thing where we look at it and we see these big old, strong, masculine men who are lifting weights, who are these big providers,
Yeah.
whatever it might be. But I don't think we ever really challenge what we see strength as. It's just this thing we look at and we see, like Hercules, for example. These things
Hercules.
that people have programmed us through cartoons from as young as we can remember. But what actually is strength, and what does it mean for you? And is it something you should actually work towards developing in your life? Let's dive into it. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carson. I basically started this channel just so I could sit here and yap to you for a couple minutes at a time, talk about the things I'm currently going through in life, some of the things I've overcome in the past, so that hopefully you don't have to make the same mistakes and can become the best version of yourself as fast as physically possible. So, when I look at strength, I see exactly what we just talked about, and I had my entire life. That was until I really started digging deeper and determining what strength is for me. I think each of us should have a different definition of what we see strength as. I think it's something we should
Yeah.
all work towards getting, but not just this
Yeah.
common strength that we look at of this big old jack dude who can lift heavy and is a provider or whatever it might be. I think strength should be something that we determine for ourselves and something that we can chase for ourselves. For me, what I discovered strength truly was is being what I call a masculine man. Essentially what this is it's someone who, of course, does the things like being strong, all that kind of stuff, but is also emotionally intelligent, who's aware of what I'm feeling and can control those emotions, not just going to be impulsive and start raging at everything, not just going to get furious and not take any BS, not someone who you can't talk to because they don't even know what they're feeling for themselves. Someone who you can come to for advice, someone you can talk to, someone who knows what they're feeling and doesn't just shut it out because it's the easy thing to do. I truly believe that emotions and expressing them and feeling them are one of the most difficult things of all time. It's a skill. And I think most people are programmed just to shut them down, to say, well, why are you even feeling emotions? You shouldn't be feeling these. Like, just be happy. But I think emotions teach us something. So I think a huge part of strength is determining what traits strength truly encapsulates for you. I see strength
Yeah.
as just this overarching term, and then there's different traits underneath that you need to develop in order to have this thing we call strength. So, what is strength for you? Let me ask you. When I say strength, and when I bring all these things up, when you see someone who you believe is strong, what traits do they have? What is this thing you're trying to achieve by being strong? What does it mean to be strong?
No,
I
not
figured out a
depend on
pretty
nobody.
simple structure you could use to actually achieve this. But I want to tell you a little bit of a story before I go into that. So, a couple years ago, I think it was, I was sitting scrolling on social media, and I came across this person who had an online course, and I ended up purchasing it. It was a whole lot of money, more than I'd like to admit, but it's something I
Wow,
truly
really?
believe would help me get to my end goal. When I did this, there was a section of this course which was a mindset training. And I truly believe, like I talked about in my last video if you watched it, mindset is one of the most important things of all time. In order to make any change, you have to have an open mindset. But this is kind of where I first challenged that idea of what strength is and what all these things that I believed truly meant to me. And when I did that, I realized just how many things in life I kind of just accepted. Where I was like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's just how it is. Being strong is just this. Being caring is just this.
Yeah.
Instead of what those words truly mean to me. And once I was truly able to narrow down what those meant for me, I was able to better have a goal that I was trying to chase and a roadmap of how to achieve those things. And this roadmap that I figured out is pretty straightforward, pretty foolproof, but it works every single time. So first things first, of course, you need to figure out what it is that you are trying to determine the outcome of, or basically the end goal of what you're thinking of. In this case, let's just say we are looking at strength, what strength means, even though this could happen for literally anything. Then it's important to figure out where exactly it came from. Where did our connotation, our belief around what this word means come from? Is it from cartoons? Is it from what other people told us? Figuring out where exactly that came from. Once we can do that, we need to figure out, okay, well, what did those things teach us about what strength means in this example? And what do we want strength to mean for us? The cool thing about this exercise is you can literally tweak things around to mean whatever you want them to. So let's say for strength meant for you, I don't know, being able to water plants good. In all reality, like, we can tweak it to be whatever we want. Maybe that's strong for you, mentally strong, of being able to consistently remember to water plants. Of course, this is a little bit of a weird example, but you get what I'm saying. The purpose is you can tweak it to be whatever you want it to be. So you need to determine, what does strength mean for you in that moment, and what do you want it to mean? Because once we know what it means and what we want it to mean, we know exactly the steps we need to take in order to achieve it. When I did this, I figured out strength meant being masculine man, being aware of your emotions, whatever it might be. These are things that I consider to be hard, that require strength to achieve. So, in order to be strong and consider myself to be strong, I had to be more efficient in these things. Obviously, we all want to be strong. It sounds very good on paper. Someone who's strong is like, yo, this is awesome. So I know in order to achieve that, I need to do these tasks that I might have put off otherwise. So we can use this encapsulating term of strength to help us achieve the things that we want to achieve, and so on and so forth. Strength is so much more than you see on paper. But what we're talking about in this video is also more than just strength. It can go for anything that you want it to be. So, what I highly encourage you to do is figure out what strength means for you. Challenge the things that you believe and the things that you think you know.
Yeah.
Because chances are it goes a lot deeper.
True.
And even if it doesn't, just putting a pinpoint on what it truly means for you gives you a lot more clarity when you are trying to achieve those things. So, for those of you who are super into this kind of stuff, like as you can tell I am, and want to become the best version of yourself, I honestly just kind of make these videos to show you my trial and error to help you become the best version of yourself as quickly as possible. But I also have a few communities. I have a free one that can help you do just that, even a little bit faster, and find people who are kind of on the same journey as you. So I have a quiz linked in the description of this video to help you figure out what's holding you back and then give you some direction from there. So feel free, check that out. Super quick. I think it takes like a minute to complete, so you really have no excuse not to. So check it out down in the description, and I hope I potentially see you inside of one of the Elevate ecosystem courses. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a different video, but just something I've been thinking about as always. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace. Wow, that was what we spent actually looks like by coincidence in Swippy. True that, yeah. So is now all the mag or small you, yeah. True that. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new and click the bell so you can be notified when I upload. Bye. Wow.